This is probably the most comprehensive video you're going to see showing you the cost of living in Colombia as a tourist or an expat. These are the prices in late 2024. And Milo nuggets, they're a delicious, very sweet, chocolatey, malty snack. And the roast chicken in Colombia comes with potatoes included in the bag. And it's usually very well done. Although we're based in Panama and the channel is about Panama, we occasionally do videos showing cost of living and a few tips regarding neighbouring countries. So this is part of a series where we show the supermarket prices here in Colombia. Very soon we'll have one published of Peru, and we already have one published of the prices in the Dominican Republic. Now just here you can see the packed meat, 93%, so that's 7% fat, and if you want higher meat content, lower fat, it goes up to 97 as far as we can find. And that is a little bit harder to find, a bit more costly of course. Chocorama, what would Colombia be without Chocorama? And now they do corners, esquinas, so you get a little bit more chocolate, just playing off the humour that people like to eat the corners first to get that tasty chocolate, supposedly chocolate flavour. And this video is going to cover everything, as I've said. If you want to look at the sort of bathroom items, razors, toothpaste, toothbrushes, feminine hygiene, shampoo, soap, all that has been put in the last 3 or so minutes. So just for your convenience, if that's what you want to find, skip to the end of the video and it will be there for you, because the most common thing we get after making these videos is actually that we don't include enough items. So this is the most comprehensive one yet, and going forward will be even more comprehensive. Some very interesting fruits as well as the normal fruits like these plums, and here in a second you're going to have tree tomatoes. Usually you have like 2 colours, you have like an orangey colour and a red colour. Pitaya, indigenous to America, Central America. The pink ones are most common in other countries, generally speaking, but these yellow variety are very sweet but flavoursome, like a sweet honey flavour, much more interesting than the pink type, which are very nice too. So you just cut it open and you scoop it out and eat it with a spoon. And these are what the cactus flowers come out from. Pan de bono, one of my favourite snacks in Colombia, and Bimbo, although a Mexican company, have done a very good job of making pan de bono little snacks there. Achiras, a very interesting Colombian snack made with a curd and a particular plant that grows in the mountains. The flavours do vary considerably, so I would say if you do try one and don't like it that much, do keep trying, because there are some good ones and some bad ones. In fact, we're going to do a video on Colombian junk food, sorts of snacks and junk food, so watch out for that in future. I made one a few years ago and that was very popular, but now there's many new products to check out and recommend. Drinking chocolate, extremely popular in Colombia. Colombians that I know love to dip things in it, bread, anything really. Do bear in mind that at the time of publishing, 4,000 pesos were equivalent to $1. So that's 4,000 pesos, $1 USA. And if you're in the UK, that's 4,000 pesos is 80 pence or 95 euro cents. So 4,000 is almost €1. These prices here, you can shop around and get slightly better prices for some things. We did find, for example, a shop that specialised in eggs, and we could get them for 12,500 for a box of 30 eggs. But this video gives you a very good idea of what you're going to pay unless you really go hunting around for special prices or specialist sellers. The tuna here is a very competitive price, the supermarket's own Exito brand. And the other thing you should know actually is you can join Exito's points program, Puntos Colombia, which is also participated by Carulla, which is more of an upmarket supermarket, so similar to Reba in Panama. And so you can collect those points, and They don't expire for 6 months after your last activity. So if you are coming and going from the country, that can be useful. Otherwise, obviously, you just need to spend them before you go. Now, the cool thing about them is that you can just exchange them for money off your bill at the checkout. So I'll let the video play now and just give the occasional comment if there's something of particular interest. But please leave any questions or comments below the video and we will get back to you with answers. And we appreciate your views and perspective. As I say previously, people have said they want really longer videos showing more products, and this video I've given a bit more attention to the commentary. Happy hens there if you want happy hen eggs. You can pay a slight premium for them. And here, got some salmon and now trout. So this trout is pretty good value. It's a slightly more economical choice if you don't want to fork out for salmon, and you can buy it like this. Butterfly mariposa just means that they've got the tail and head on it, but you can buy it without heads and tails on, as you just saw a few seconds earlier. And this is the bakery in the supermarket. As I say, I will let you watch the rest of the video. Probably the only other thing I can think to note will be that there's not much selection of flour in this supermarket or supermarkets in general. Wheat flour that we tend to use more often than they do. You saw earlier in the video the flours from corn that they use to make arepas and things like that, because that's the tradition. So there's a much wider selection of those type of flours. Oh, and in a minute you're going to see a green fruit which looks rather like a gherkin called guayaba fejoya, which is a very nice, here it is, very nice fruit. And you just kind of rip it apart, rip it in half, and you can squeeze out the centre and eat it, or you can tear it in half and just eat it out. And you don't eat the green outer skin and just the layer inside the skin, but it's quite a nice sweetish fruit. Tastes like one of these fruits that you get a lot of vitamin C from, and it's something quite memorable that I first encountered in Colombia. It's cultivated in cooler climates like here in Bogota, and you can occasionally find it in Panama, especially in the less tropical areas of Panama as well. Finally, let's talk about inflation. Things have gone up a lot in the last few years, and in the 6 months that we were here, things have gone up very, very slightly. Just the odd product has increased in price. I think the majority of the price increases from inflation have been done now, and things are a little bit more stable. But we have to wait and see. But it seems like things are a lot more stable compared to the last couple of years, 3 years. bye.